dive, and they're going to on Hoya.
He's not level 6. Pulverize under the tower, and Hoya knows that there's no point in trying to burn a flash. That guarantees first blood for top esports and into the pockets of Jackie Love.
Especially with level 6s being found for a lot of the solo laners, we're really starting to get into the part of the game where these plays are going to matter a lot, and top esports the one to strike first, even if that doesn't show in the goal. 1v1 on the top side, Jackie Love definitely getting the better of it. This Jhin is in danger.
I mean, Jackie Love could kill him with one more Mystic shot into an Arcane Shift. Barrier pop. Jackie Love just gets the solo bolo and not even falling to a turret shot, not needing to use Flash or Barrier. Jackie Love is playing hot tonight.
1xN just not respecting the damage coming in from Ezreal. He's got that Sheen completed. He's able to do a ton, but did Jackie Love overstay?
Well, unfortunately, Jackie Love was on top of a ward. However, he dealt a lot of damage to Feather. Oh no, was it all an elaborate ruse? Feather, one more auto attack. Jackie Love just saying it was all calculated, all according to Keikaku. And top esports moved to 3 kills and pick up the first feats of warfare. Watching Jackie Love be 3 kills up already on this matchup. It hasn't really resulted in a stark gold lead for the team, and because of the pressure and the delayed backs of Jackie Love and Chris, it is Grubs going over to ThunderTalk. Meanwhile, good pick. Cream's in trouble. Spirit Rush is going to bring the Vi over the wall, and even though it was on the other side, Xiao Huangren damage still connects in the end. And ThunderTalk are at least able to remain within striking distance and even gold parity thanks to the pick on Cream.
Keeping your eyes open, it's what we want to see, but they leave Xiao Huangren out to dry. No, he's just going to be able to dash over the wall. It's going to be pretty simple. Overall, it's just a really nicely timed play from ThunderTalk. They realize that Jackie Love on the top side, they rush it down as quickly as they can. Great way to blow all the ultimates to win a fight there, but Crisp is going deep here, and Kanavi's with him.
Oh, this is dirty. Xiao Huangren trying to Q through the outstar, but can't make it, and no flash available on the Vi since they already used it in the prior skirmish, and top esports gonna punish the new jungler of ThunderTalk.
Get closer and closer, but it's actually gonna be ThunderTalk who's here first, and top esports just giving this up. I expected more priority here.
Yeah, I mean, ThunderTalk are at least on the ball and just blitzing this dragon as fast as possible since everyone from top esports was on base. Yeah, they're not going to get a chance to contest for it all. I have to say, I'm a little, I don't want to say concerned, but I'm definitely impressed that ThunderTalk are being able to find these quick windows of getting these objectives. First the Grub window, and now the second dragon of the game. Not pressuring a turret quite yet, but just them getting back on the map.
Yeah, and 369 is going to be the target here.
He does not have flash. This looks like an easy kill set up from Xiao Huangren's Vi. Vault Breaker right on top of it as well.
We will see. Jackie Love going to be pushing it down, but because there's no support coming in from Crisp, it looks like ThunderTalk might be able to win it. It's so close.
Yeah, I think top esports just already conceded the fact that they weren't going to get first brick since Crisp already started channeling the base timers. So Jackie Love, knowing that he's no longer going to beat the clock on that one, just going to take his time on letting the turret kill every last minion and deny as much gold and experience as possible. So, I have to say, K-Man,
as many resources out of him as possible is pretty massive for this team. Jackie Love could be the target here, though. If they can pick him off, that's huge.
Deadly Flourish right on top of it. No Arcane Shift available. He's forced to flash. The Death Charge follows him, but he's at least still alive. Crisp is now going to face tank a lot of the damage, and punting it Feather by the flash repositioning. Well done by Crisp and Jackie Love to punish ThunderTalk Gaming. And Satab, oh, I didn't even realize he was TPing right into the middle of all 4. You got to remember, with teleports on this patch and in this new season, it's just a lot slower than you anticipated being.
Onto the Ezreal, but there's just no way that they're going to be able to lock him down quick enough. Kanavi ended up starting on this Herald, but Xiao Huangren's going to be the one to continue moving forward because Crisp has no health.
Actively conceding the third dragon of the game and trying to play for a quick pick, if not the tier 2 structure being felled here on the top side.
Yeah, I actually really like this play from ThunderTalk. I think they realize the dragon win condition is just not real this game, so they're just going to get a free tier 2 on the top side for their troubles, and this Herald's not done yet. They're going to try and drive this out of here. It looks like it might just be used as an escape path.
Find a repeat visit window to really punish that lack of summoner spell. It just goes to show, K-Man, as we talked about in the draft, when they were looking at some available 80 carries that could maintain an advantage and still be relatively safe, Ezreal was quite the nice pick here in this game.
In terms of just how strong that champion can be, looks like it's just going to be a trade of tier 1 towers here on top and bot, but it's just overextension once again from ThunderTalk on that previous play. They saw Kanavi on a ward, and so they should have had absolutely no qualms just backing out of that play if you were looking for an Ezreal there with a Xin Zhao to be able to, collapse. It's questionable decision-making once again coming in from this team, and Chris could be looking for a very aggressive play. Xiao Huangren caught in his own jungle, the rest of his team.
Yeah, Xiao Huangren tries to use the ultimate to get through Crisp and flashing away back to safety. The charm will find the Vi, and Cream and Jackie Love will finally get vengeance on this Vi for paying them so much pain in the early game. Top Esports now continuing the chase. 4 versus 4. Cream looks for another charm. Flashed by Satab, but he is still in a world of hurt. The last bullet does nail Cream in the back of the head, but Top Esports are going to continue the chase, and 1xM will fall next. It's a double kill for Jackie Love, and Top Esports now 10-4, making that gold lead even larger than before, and Hoya could be the next one to die. The win becomes lightning. It's the third Mystic shot.
Too far behind. They allow Jackie Love to free hit throughout the entirety of the fight, and there's no way to win it at that point. So, big credit to to Top Esports for being able to win it. They're going to take the tier 1 mid as a consolation prize as well, or as I guess
a Hail Mary here. They're just going to force Top Esports to challenge them at Otacon.
Yeah, Crisp is super low. This is basically a 4v5 in favor of ThunderTalk if they want to go for it.
Engage. Right onto 369. Depth charge already used there. Hoya trying to follow up with... Oh, Chris! How did he get back there? What a massive flank by the Alistar. ThunderTalk thought that they had forced Crisp out of the fight, but he comes back with strong vengeance, and this cow just dismantled ThunderTalk.
Oh my goodness, that was an unreal flank from Chris, but it was set up perfectly by the rest of Top Esports to create this gigantic cluster for ThunderTalk to just be eviscerated on. The equalizer ends up landing on all 5 map for it.
No Alistar ultimate, no problem for Crisp, as he just needs one single combo to end all of ThunderTalk Gaming in one swift play, and Top Esports now expeditiously climb to a 6,000 gold lead off of the force by ThunderTalk. And you know what? I'm not even mad at ThunderTalk for, making that gambit. I'd rather teams that are lower in the seeding. Hang on, 369 could be caught here. A seismic shove. Okay.
Teleport coming in.
Decent pick. Oh wait, Cream is teleporting in 1v3, trying to buy as much time as he can. Good charm onto Satab. And Chris trying to punt him away. This guarantees that at least Satab falls, and now it's a 4-on-4 for the side of Top Esports. Just a quick pick for ThunderTalk, ends up being evened out by Top Esports, and once again, K-Man, I'm going to say the same thing.
I agree that it's a good idea to at least try, as we see Kanavi just jumping onto Hoya and forcing him out by himself, but the problem for ThunderTalk is look at Top Esports comp. They're going to be able to respond to any play on the map, like instantly. You've got a global ultimate with Jackie Love, who's got a 4K gold advantage by himself, by the way. Yeah, and that's the real issue. You can talk about Aurora scaling, but not only is the only priority target on the enemy team an Ezreal who can just Arcane Shift out of any fight, but he also built Hex Drinker, so he's not even going to get bursted down by the Aurora at this point, but the fight's going to be started.
Yeah, Vi already flash queued onto Jackie Love, just trying to force something, but no one was near the Vi, and you can just sense the desperation from Xiao Huangren to try and force a play. Once again, I'm not mad at it. Unfortunately, no one from ThunderTalk could even realistically follow up, so now this guarantees 5-on-4 as Feather is forced to flash over the wall, trying to run away from the equalizer. Look at the damage! Flash Wind becomes lightning from Kanavi, slows him down, and the rest of Top Esports will run ThunderTalk out of this mid lane. Curtain call is going to be opened up, and we'll not find a damn thing, K-Man.
To build upon. We didn't need results, we needed to see good process, and unfortunately for ThunderTalk, right now it just feels like they're so disconnected. I understand that you just gotta throw everything at a wall to see what can land, but it doesn't really feel like this team has a good supposed to do that much damage. I think that might be a little bit of an accelerated thing. A 5K gold lead for Jackie Love, and now Top Esports can take anything.
We've seen it once, we've seen it twice, and now a third time. Chris pulverized Flash into reposition for the headbutt, and it's easy scoopings onto Satab's life for Top Esports. This guarantees a 5-on-4 as they start sieging into the base of ThunderTalk, and Cream just dashing around trying to see if he can force any other quick picks. Spirit Rush already extended, but Top Esports now pushing into the Nexus Towers. Feather gonna look for a dredge line, answered by Crisp, and great punt away by Kanavi as he re-engages on the Xin Zhao, just creating space for his carries to do all the dirty work. Hoya forced to retreat into the fountain, and there's not a damn thing that 1xN can do. Top Esports will clean out game 1 of this series against ThunderTalk Gaming.
In the mid lane, or else things get very dire very quickly. Saytab!
Oh, flash! Committed both. Saytab gets the 1v1 on the LeBlanc. Poach these wolves, but he might have an idea, and now he gets a chance to spot it out. He's like, hey guys, there's a Talon. Get this guy. I think the smite went over to Kanavi, so at least he poached the wolves successfully, but now he's got to be careful about when he uses his E, because Xiao Huangren can block it with a steadfast presence. He's going to use it over on this way, but now Kanavi is in deep enemy territory, no way out, and Saytab just got gift wrapped a second kill.
For them, Saytab going to try to get some vision here. Kanavi is not going to be the healthiest member in the world, but he's actually stayed on darkness. They're going to see it now, so we will see how that goes. It could be a collapse.
Saytab wants to be able to pressure this, but he can't because it's just a one-man mission so far. Xiao Huangren was on base, so even with information on this dragon being started up by Top Esports, not really much can be done on the side of ThunderTalk to stop it.
Jackie Love, 1xN, Feather, and Crisp all made their way up here. The Grubs are going to be started by ThunderTalk, and Kanavi's going to have to get over this wall pretty quick if he wants to even try to contest, but the problem is there's no shove on the top side.
Yeah. Picture-in-picture did show the trait of top lane ultimates from 369 and Hoya. And as you called it, ThunderTalk have full control of these Grubs since they had not only 1xN and Feather. Grubs were not going to be contested for. Jumping onto Kanavi, Xiao Huangren locks down the Talon, waiting to see the kind of the E over the wall before he commits it, but now the re-engage by Cream, and now Xiao Huangren is going to pay the piper here. Saytab looking for a little bit of extra damage, but it's not going to be enough against Invictus Gaming. It was against rookies Talia. Unfortunately for them, they did not win. Meanwhile, Saytab is in a world of trouble. Thanks to the clone passive, is at least able to get away from Kanavi's grasp. And now with Xiao Huangren arriving to the party, Cream is in a world of trouble. Maybe can at least get one more butt stab, but he's not going to find it because Saytab is able to dip around the soldiers. And it's another double kill for the LeBlanc. Gold overall ahead. Ludens has already been completed. 8 seals on the dark, or 8 stacks on the dark seal, I should say. I mean, this is a great position if you want to get this LeBlanc to be your main win condition now in the mid game where she's accelerated, and 369 is tanky. But he could be in a world of trouble if there is another chain, but it's the steadfast presence that pumps 369 into the wall, forcing him to flash, getting slowed by the hammer shock, but here comes Kanavi, but 369 already gets popped. Xiao Huangren trying to survive as long as possible, and Kanavi just doesn't do enough damage. He gets super close, but with the triumph coming in, Xiao Huangren still lives to tell the tale.
Advantage and have the tempo in this game, which is what we talked about them needing to have, as we can see them utilize it to not only start taking this dragon, but take the tier 1 mid lane as well. We're going to see Saytab potentially looking for another play. Jackie Love!
That was close. I thought that was just a one-shot right there, and the fact that Jackie Love didn't even pop the barrier, I mean, I wouldn't have that kind of composure myself. I would have burned so many summoner spells right there.
He's got the math done in his head. He's calculated every scenario. He knows every outcome, and he understands that he doesn't need to burn it there. But I will say one thing for Top Esports that I think you can, kind of point in their favor is that I don't really think the ThunderTalk comp scales particularly well. You're not looking at a team fight. You need to pressure and take everything on the map like they're taking this Rift Herald right now. We might not even get to the stage where they care about the 5v5s, and even if we do get there against Saytab...
With that being said, wait, hang on. What are we doing? Okay, Rift Herald is going to crash in. Cream is under pressure at the moment. There's going to be 3 people arriving to the top side. Cream just get himself killed, not quite, but he is now down 50% HP. Kanavi gets hit by a bubble! Culling is going to rip this Talon apart, and he can't even parkour back the safety of his own jungle. ThunderTalk now continuing the chase, looking for Cream. Really move. Still down a lot of gold. Now almost 3,000. Saytab is no. Jackie Love might be in trouble. He has the barrier, still has the flash, gonna pop it, but 1xN is going to get the kill. Has very little value other than just having a smite attached to his champion skin.
Yeah, now we're seeing the teleport come in. Dragon has started. This is a big fight for ThunderTalk. If they're able to win it, could be game.
Cream is looming on the left side. Hasn't been spotted yet by that control ward in the red buff brush. Oh my gosh, Crisp is already chunked out. Xiao Huangren going over the wall, trying to blast Cream out of the fight. They're engaging onto Hoya, forcing him to flash. Satap tries to step up, look for some poke. Tidal Wave only hits Chris. Culling nails him into the back. Hoya sending it behind the two-man unstoppable onslaught. Cream is trying to create as much chaos as possible with the Azir, but it's just ThunderTalk gaming. Thunder talking the talk, and Top Esports will all collapse as 1xN picks up the quadra kill. Oh, just give it to him. 1xN, one man with all 5 members on his side. 369 trying to do the most, but Satab, being a scumbag, will steal the Penta away from 1xN. But this is ThunderTalk's game to shine.
No Penta for 1xM, but I think he'll take the team fight win. He might be a little bit more upset right now than maybe you would want to be, but not only is that the team fight win overall for ThunderTalk, it's the Otacon as well. They get tier 2 top lane just as a consolation prize as well, like icing on top of the cake for everything. It's unreal.
What we found is that it's really when Kanavi and one other person from the top side of the map are, you know, dasherishly behind. Well, K-Man, what has happened exactly this game?
I'm not even sure you can call Kanavi behind because I'm not even sure he's in the game still. It feels like this talent is just completely disconnected. Yeah, I mean, just dashing in over and over again. We could potentially see a play, though. 369's on the flank.
Hoya's gonna lead the charge. Oh, it's just too easy. Jackie Love can't do anything, and Kanavi is just throwing paper clips at the rest of ThunderTalk with these daggers as they are just not really doing any resilience of damage, and Top Esports are crumbling through the bottom side of the map. I'd be damned if ThunderTalk would just want to end the game right here, right now.
Yeah, this should be the end for ThunderTalk. This should be them picking up a Game 2 victory. They don't want to go for it, though.
If he was able to play this well into Cream's Azir, I mean, imagine who else can step up to the plate that would be in that play-in spot against ThunderTalk as, yeah, that's some fried chicken on the menu for ThunderTalk. Another golden bird going their way.
That's an all-out coming in from 369. He's looking here. Doesn't seem like he'll find too much, but
that's why the community was mad about Top Esports internationally at first scan. However, Satab could be in trouble here, and okay, that's a big bounty being shut down for Kanavi. Okay, well, we're gonna see how well they can make use of that kill for themselves.
Difficult to really be able to do anything. Kanavi gonna commit to try to finish off this dragon. I actually really like this play. ThunderTalk gonna force the issue.
Cream is actually forcing the Emperor's Divine onto 1xN, got both summoner spells out of this Lucian. 369 trying to blitz his way forward. Kanavi cannot join this fight quite yet since he picked up the dragon, as the rest of Top Esports trying to do battle with this super tank sign, and they just cannot punch through it at the moment. Kanavi steps up and takes way too much damage and realizes that he cannot fight. The teleports are coming in for ThunderTalk. They're going to blitz the end of the game, push past the inhibitor already in the mid lane, and take game 2 away from Top Esports.
The perfect setup for ThunderTalk there, destroys everybody on Top Esports, and we are looking at a team that we questioned going into the day. Well, we can't question them now. They pick up a big win over the best at admission of, okay, we're, you know, Skarner, and we're Akali, and our bot lane is Zeri, Lulu. Like, why would we contest first Drake? Why do we need to try and risk anything like that? You can have it. You can have Cloud Dragon, and we'll try to play for everything else. It's really Grubs in 2 minutes. They're the anonymity right now, but Kanavi is going to be here on the top side first. Grubs still not spawning for another minute, but Kanavi and Satab sitting here. Satab's level 6.
Kanavi is at least, you know, getting some decent damage onto him. Satab doesn't want to have to force to use the ultimate. Oh, Kanavi's now in trouble. Flash away. Perfect execution. Satab picks up first blood, but at least Cream equalizes it 1-1.
Yeah, and if they're able to get these grubs with the comp that they have, that's pretty massive. It just opens up a couple of doors for both Hoya and Satab in the back half of the game, especially with their pick potential, and it looks like they're going to be relatively free, although Top Esports looking to contest.
Wait a minute. It's Chris engaging, and now Xiao Huangren in trouble, flashing backwards into the pit. Cream using the jump to distance himself away. Satab doesn't have perfect execution quite yet. Good stun by Chris, but Hoya is able to snip him down to size, and Chris will go down in the end. I think that still ends up being 3 grubs for the side of ThunderTalk. Top Esports were not able to prevent any of it. Ultimate already being used just to establish pressure. But now teleport is coming in from Cream. 369 also has the first move as he got the wave shoved in against Hoya. Hoya's going to try to cut him off and at least try to mark him as well. Needlework. Oh, 369 is going to get clipped here. It was a teleport from Satab on the bottom side of the map, but JackieLove secures the second dragon of the game, but Satab does away 369, and now the rest of Top Esports have to be careful because it is effectively a 4v5. Satab looking forward, already used the perfect execution. I don't think there's going to be any more engages as a quick buster shot to the face ensures that Top Esports all get out alive. But ThunderTalk moving forces now to overload on the bottom side of the map. This tier 1 could be the next big target here as Xiao Huanggren gets stunned up by Chris.
Oh, we missed the
flash from the Impale, trying to jump away from Satab. Quick buster shot. Cream is trying to play this one out strong, but Xiao Huanggren flashes and smacks him in the mouth. ThunderTalk all escape. Now Crisp is trying to lock down Satab. Spear lands. Kanavi flashing forward, but he just doesn't do enough damage. There's no way that Satab should have lived there, but the wild growth and the level advantage keeps him alive. Crisp Q flash looking for Xiao Huanggren, but he looks over the wall and escapes with the Ishtal impact. And now JackieLove is being called to the fray, trying to slow him down. Chain of Corruption's right on top of the Skarner, gets the knockup and the flip from Crisp. One more auto attack, and it's the hail of arrows. And JackieLove at least gets something back for Top Esports. Outmatched ThunderTalk as a quick impale. Oh, Chris could be in trouble here, but he's really tanky on the rel. And that actually feels pretty nice for Top Esports. That's a big ultimate gone for ThunderTalk that doesn't really net in any value for them. They're trying to knock out this tier 1 in the mid lane, but they got the Rift Herald on the side of Top Esports, and Cream will answer. Is he going to take the 1v1 against Satab? That's very bold. He just has to clear the minion wave, but now he might be a little too low to stay around for another one.
Yeah, Herald immediately getting dropped here on the top side. Top Esports going to try to pick up as much as they can here because they understand how much pressure is being put on the bot side by ThunderTalk here. There's no way for them to be able to match. They're going to try to get that charge into tier 2 as well, and we actually see pings going down. Hoya could be in trouble on the top side here if they want to stay, because they ended up putting so much into the Rift Herald. It's ThunderTalk now who's starting up on the Dragon, and that's been the big priority for TES. They've been stacking these.
Kanavi's in the area, so is Chris. They get vision on it, but it seems a little too scary to just brute force their way back in. And it definitely seems like ThunderTalk will get it for free.
Those trades aren't going to get easier as the game continues to go along. Jace is going to start losing tempo and losing pressure, whereas the Gwen is going to start becoming even more of a nuisance. And
I don't know how I feel about this for the side of Top Esports. This is teleport now being expended by Hoya, and 369 is forced to walk to the bottom side of the map, so he's going to be very late for this play. I think the only thing that he can do is just push in mid wave and maybe threaten tier 2 in the mid lane.
Ooh, the
Impale goes wide. Wait a minute, Magnus Sword from Chris, 3-man stun. Cream is about to come in. Xiao Huanggren is super low. Kanavi steals the Anaconda, and here comes 369. It's disaster for ThunderTalk Gaming. 1xN trying to fight for his life on this one. Satab doesn't get the assassination on Cream in the backline. 1xN still pumping up the damage with the zap, 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 but it's not working. This Sari is not finding any kills for himself, and somehow Top Esports have outplayed ThunderTalk at the most crucial fight in the game. We were doubting them, we were concerned, but Top Esports showed that they are just damn straight better.
Oh my god, Rafa, I am feeling some feelings right now for Top Esports. I have no idea what just happened for ThunderTalk. That was the perfect setup for them. You have 369 blowing teleport on the top side of the map. It's a 4v5 once Hoya teleports in, but they lose so much health posturing around Otacon that they actually can't fight. The moment that Xiao Huanggren ends up missing that Impale, it worry a bit more about that Dragon. We've seen teams, especially on Soul Point, really want to go for it, but if they do want to make a play on the Baron, they need to make sure that they keep vision out of the area, which they're doing now. Xiao Huanggren looking for a miracle play. He's not going to find it.
Trying to flash on top of Crisp, I guess, but here comes Satab with a flank, going through all members, but Crisp is able to buy some time. Kanavi falls thanks to the assassination of Satab, and now ThunderTalk have guaranteed there's no smite available on the side of Top Esports for the next 40 seconds.
The problem is, I'm just not sure they get much more out of it other than just a kill onto Satab, which, don't get me wrong, is important. They get the mid-tier 1 as
369 has a chance to get the jump on Hoya first here. Needlework should be available. Actually, it's not available for another 8 seconds. 369 just gets the solo kill straight up. Comfortable trying to play for this fight. I think this is just Infernal Soul straight up given over to Top Esports.
That is a horrible mistake from ThunderTalk. Their bot lane just overextending, Cream doing a great job to essentially flank the bot lane, get so much damage off, and burn every resource. They can't contest without that Zeri Lulu. They just can't. There's no way for them to be able to fight that out. They try and exchange by establishing pressure on the top side, but they can't exactly start this Baron. If they do, I'd be stunned.
Because 369 can just pressure on the bottom side of the map. I mean, top esports, they're going to be forced to challenge, yes, but 369 is actually going to join the fray and make sure
TP
that it's a 5-on-5, the strongest possible setup for top esports. Satap once again waiting in the shadows, trying to see if he can get a flank, but Feather is almost low. Satap reveals himself, but the rest of top esports now trying to tunnel back in. Jackie Love under fire. The perfect execution finds its mark. Satap goes golden, but Cream is still alive, and if he can't take out both of the carries, then top esports can still play this one out. Looks like ThunderTalk. Wait, they didn't even get the Baron? Did top esports steal it? Oh my god, no way! ThunderTalk just cannot catch a break. That could have tried and like forced Kanavi to flash away before trying to recommit with a pounce and at least be focused down, but the fact that ThunderTalk said, yeah, we'll flip it, and then they lost the flip. I don't know what else to say. That's
it's not good. It's not good, Rafa. I think that's the fair thing to say. We talked, earlier today about how we wanted to see ThunderTalk have a good understanding of where they want to be and how they want to play out these late games. I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, I just can't help but imagine that all spirits, all momentum broke as soon as the Otacon fight went so haywire for ThunderTalk. Because now
Xiao Huangren.
It's Xiao Huangren running for his life. He did burn the flash and he dodges the chain of corruptions, but he's not going to get a chance to re-engage this fight unless he is ready to die on the front lines for his comrades, because that is going to be a one-way trip. Teleport is coming in. Xiao Huangren rejoins the fray, but they're all going to jump onto Satap. He's going to pop the golden mark of that Zhonya's, but he still gets popped like a balloon. 369 going to get wrapped up here. It's actually Kanavi, or Crisp, I should say, but Xiao Huangren impale only onto a support. Not that great of a value there on the ultimate. And ThunderTalk now without a front line, without an assassin, are down to 3 members left. And top esports say, screw the top side. We're just going to go straight for the base and end this series. The first Nexus Tower falls, and all the members of ThunderTalk are starting to pop in the back line. Buster Shot is going to push 1XM back into the fountain, and top esports will do away ThunderTalk and lock them into 10th place.